Sitting on a front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on a front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Man, good morning. Welcome to the front porch. Whoo, boy. Pre-recorded Friday. My name's Kenny Dean, and we just got through eating breakfast yesterday. Yeah, I'll be right when I say this. Yesterday, me and my buddy Ryan Fuller, we always eat a little breakfast after the live show, and most time I go down to watch Curb Market and get us something. Occasionally we'll get it from Atlanta's, but Ellen Dean, bless her sweetheart, got up and made us a breakfast this morning for some ham. We finished up that ham. I've been working on it all week long. Sure was good with some eggs. But Miss Dean, thank you so much. May not have Reverend Michael Waldrop with us today. I know he's been doing our Thought for the Day this week from River of Life, and we appreciate him doing that. We had Reverend Ben Hayes on with us yesterday. In fact, let me look over here and see who's our guest. I ain't even got my stuff together. Just sat right down, just got my shirt on, so make sure I'm got a shirt on, number one. But let's see who our guests are today. Well, Bridget Thornell was supposed to be out here with us, but it's hospital week. From the EMS, Tallapoosa County EMS, Brandon Montgomery will start us off this morning at 6:30, also with first response. Then Jessica Sanford will be out here with us from the city to find out what's going on in our fair city. And then Corley Holt, also with the city, will talk about water aerobic classes, which is very important. In fact, I'll go ahead and tell you right now, it's very important. In fact, I think it's very important we go to the lines right now. Reverend Michael Waldrop.
Yes, sir. How you doing on this Friday morning?
Good morning to you, and glad to have you with us on this Friday morning. Tell us what, I know you said you don't have any seniors graduating this year with River of Life, but you got backlog service this weekend, correct?
That's right. Yeah, that's going to be this Sunday at Faith Temple Church at 6 p.m. for all our graduating seniors from Benjamin Russell High School. Wow.
And I know we're going to say this today. We're going to say it many, many times, but congratulations and best of luck to your future seniors. Y'all, a lot of them know what they want to do, Reverend, but a lot of them don't, and that's okay. But whatever you do, make sure you have the man upstairs in your thoughts, in your heart, and in your plans.
That's so true. I couldn't ask for better advice than that.
Well, buddy, I know you've got a busy day, and again, thank you for joining us not once but twice today. So we'll go ahead and turn it over to you for our Friday front porch.
Okay. Well, here's something that I read, Kenny. It was a sign I read. It said this: duct tape can fix a lot of things, but 3 nails fixed everything.
Wow.
And, I believe that with all my heart, especially when it comes to, having peace in your life. I believe that the true destination to finding peace is always going to lead you to Jesus Christ. And even Jesus said this. He said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. So do not let your hearts be troubled or do not be afraid." When I thought about that scripture, I thought Jesus said, "My peace I give to you." And if you study the life of Christ in the Gospels, you'll find he was never stressed out, but was always at peace no matter the circumstances. And, he says the peace that the world gives is really, it's based on circumstances, but the peace that he gives is available no matter the circumstances. And I even went further to thinking about, I guess the most stressful time, of course, we know on the cross, but also when Jesus is in the Garden of Gethsemane, the Bible says he sweat like drops of blood. And I believe, it was at that moment that he probably experienced the most intense pressure and things, because honestly, I believe he was taking on our sins and our burdens upon himself, getting ready to carry all that to the cross. And yet even here he was at peace, because he said, Father, not my will, but your will be done. So he was at peace with God's will. So, that statement is so true about, those 3 nails, they fixed everything, really. And I think what people really want in their life more than anything is just that peace within, that no matter the circumstances, God will provide. So that's my thought for this weekend, this day, and this weekend.
We're going into the weekend. I think it's very thoughtful, the thoughtful day. But I share so much about my life out here because the show is my life. But I think about the peace I have, and I feel like I've got a very good relationship with the man upstairs. And a lot of people, use. I just like that name of the man upstairs. I like to be, I love to talk about the shepherd, the flocks we're, a part of. But I think to have peace with yourself is very healthy for you. I think it's good for your blood pressure. I think it's good for everything. So to have peace, I think it's everything.
I agree. Even scientifically, they say, that it's so true. Having that assurance. I think I read somewhere where, you people try to do things to kind of make it better. They say smiling does better for me. So you know that there is that peace inside. It helps you in all ways, and it's beneficial in every area of your life.
Smiling is it doesn't take anything to smile. It's just a matter of seconds, and it can change someone's life. Reverend, thank you so much for being with us this week. Thank you for your involvement in our community and what you do for our community. And we look forward to running into you and having you back real soon.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Kenny. Y'all have a great weekend.
We're going to. I can guarantee you. See you, buddy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Reverend Michael Waldrop with us, getting our day started. The weather outside. In fact, we're going to talk about the weather. In fact, if Ryan, if you're ready, heck, I'm ready. We're starting out at 71 already today. Yeah, we're getting into warm nights, warm days, pushing 90 degrees today. Partly cloudy, no rain. Going in tonight, another warm night, 72. Tomorrow, your weather for blues in the park. We'll talk about it here in just a little bit. Very slight chance of rain, 87 and 68 Saturday. Sunday, about a 40% chance of rain, 85 and 68. Monday, really no rain, 89 and 69. No rain Tuesday, 89 and 70. But we got a little chance of a shower on Wednesday. 50-50 chance right now, 82 and 61. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Alex City Marine. Next weekend, we go into Memorial Day weekend, and we've been talking about it for months. It's here. Is your boat ready? Oh, you already got it now. Oh, you're ready. Oh, but you're not? Well, you can get on by Alex City Marine today. They're located on Cherokee Road. Lake Martin-Dayville Area Chamber of Commerce, Wednesday, the 21st, Lake Martin-Dayville Area Chamber of Commerce will have their quarterly luncheon. It will be at the Mitchell House in downtown Alexander City. I'm sorry, excuse me, downtown Dadeville, excuse me, Vivian, excuse me, Lake Martin-Dayville Area Chamber of Commerce. To get signed up, you can call today, Miss Molly, at 256-825-4019.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you got to get to the all-new Stillwater's Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round and cart weekly, and an amazing $45 for weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse, options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-825-1353 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwater's Country Club, open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Floyd's Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dayville. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Our original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown Dayville, Alabama. Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Not everyone can be an original, but when it comes to your residential and commercial plumbing needs, depend on the Lake's original plumbing company, Lake Plumbing. Since 1990, Lake Plumbing has served the Lake Martin, Alex City, Dadeville, and eclectic areas with professional plumbing services. And Lake Plumbing is now offering the industry's best in-home water filtration units from the industry's best water filters, Pentair. Call 334-301-3328 today and trust the region's original plumbers, Lake Plumbing. 334-301-3328.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dayville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging, help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, Lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449.
Serving East Central Alabama since 2005, we are Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical of Sylacauga. Coosa Valley Respiratory has medical equipment and supplies, including oxygen to home ventilation services. We carry a full line of bracing, power chairs, scooters, and more. And when you trust Coosa Valley Respiratory, you are dealing with local people that care about your well-being. Providing quality home care for our community, Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort William, Sylacauga. Give us a call at 256-245-1411.
And welcome back to the front porch on a Friday morning. Got to brag on John Kennedy. John Kennedy is the owner of Lake Broadcasting, which has a radio station, of course, Kalijah Country, the Sylacauga station, and also the Anniston station, and also WAXC-TV. Now, here at the studio, which is located at 1051 Tallapoosa Street, right next to Hillaby Towers. Good morning, boys and girls, on Highway 22. If you hadn't been in to visit us lately, we would appreciate you coming by here and just checking out. it's to me sometimes it's just the little things in life that you do. Yellow striping, they've had it pressure washed, not completely finished there, but the yellow striping we've got where you park, it's just bright and pretty. It just looks good. And John Kennedy is making sure we stay updated with the stations, TV and radio. The station looks good, but it costs money. That's why we're always out selling. When it comes to number one salesman, I am not the number one salesman for his team. In fact, I'm probably the whatever the lowest one is, that would be me. But he's been very kind to me over the years to let me. I mainly sell the show. I do sell people I believe in. So if you're a business out there and you'd like to do some advertising, you can contact me. If you feel better just going through my email, that'd be fine. KennyDeanAC@gmail.com. You can always call me 256-749-0457 or text me. But again, that's just a simple way I do business, and he's always been kind to let me just kind of run with it. So that's what I'm doing right now. Blues in the Park tomorrow, the 9th annual Blues in the Park starts. You start setting up tents at 10 o'clock tomorrow. It looks like the weather, a little iffy chance of rain, but it looks like the weather's going to be good tomorrow. There are no grills. Tents and coolers are welcome, but no grills. Tent set up at 10. Showtime, 2 o'clock. So put that on your things to do tomorrow. Next Saturday, I'm excited about this because this won't be at Strand Park. It will be downtown Alexander City, one court square, which will be right there in the vicinity of the green space. I'm talking about the Farmers Market, 7 to 11, starting the 24th, which that'd be. I'd like to go ahead and wish you a happy Christmas Eve too, May 24th. Start at May 24th, 7 to 11, downtown Alexander City. Can't wait to see what people are going to be bringing out there, because it's going to be good. I got to brag on my garden. I had a white bloom on my peppers yesterday, on my cayenne peppers. Farmer Morris, do you have any blooms on your crop yet? Tried to get him out here yesterday. I'm gonna get him out here before long when his crop starts coming in. Excuse me while I laugh, Larry. Let's see, May 19th, 20th, and 21st, NOAA weather radios will be down. Also, there will be a mock disaster here locally next week. Heroes at Home. Now, Kirsten Robinson was out here on the front porch this week from Beyond Home Care talking about this. And this is something that Beyond Home Care is doing for you veterans. Kelly Adams, thank you. You just never cease to amaze me with how you continue to grow and be involved in our community. Find out if you're eligible. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. Find out if you're eligible for free home care through VA. Now, they're going to be doing this at their office on Cherokee Road. It used to be Dr. Durbin's office, that complex right there, May 27th and May 29th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So make sure that you come by. If you or a loved one served in the military, you may qualify for free in-home care through the VA Community Care Network. Stop by and let's find out together. I like that. Swimming lessons, getting signed up for swimming lessons going on right now. Registration for round one, which session starts June 3rd. Registration deadline is May the 27th. I'm talking about Alex City Parks and Rec. You can get that. Get that taken care of. You can also get you a crisp $100 bill. You've been holding on to it. You got groceries. You're okay. You can spare $100. You can also got a chance to win this 8x12 Habitat for Humanity. Let me tell you what. It's a nice shed, fully finished. I'm still gonna get me. I'm gonna pull $100 bill, not out of my billfold. I don't know. I keep $1 in that billfold sometimes too if it's a real good week. Lake Martin Rodeo, May 30th and 31st is coming up. Central Alabama Community College. You know where the track is at the college. They go set that rodeo up right inside that track. They go set up the grandstand so we can watch the bull riding, the barrel racing. And it's all about the family. Now, let me tell you what the price is. Gates open at 5 o'clock, May 30th and 31st. Well, that's a Friday and Saturday. Rodeo action starts at 7 p.m. Live music. In fact, I got to find out who that's going to be from 5 to 6:30. Probably somebody different both nights. Tickets at the gate, $15. Pre-sale tickets at Tractor Supply, $10. Kids 5 and under get in free. Benjamin Russell, FFA alumni and supporters is putting this on. Let me say something about Tractor Supply. I go in there occasionally. I like their a lot of their product there. But the help there, I got to brag on them. They're always very kind, whether it's on the inside or the outside. I know Maggie and Kenny Jr. and Will gave Ellen for Mother's Day a swing, a nice covered swing that came from Tractor Supply. I tried to go pick it up with Maggie, but it was too big to fit in my truck, so Nick had to go back and get it. But just the help, just the out-of-the-way help, and that's great service. But I just wanted to brag on, anytime we got people that really go out of their way, I like to brag on them. Let's see what we else. Grand opening. Now, we've had the folks out here with the Care Ambulance and Haynes Life Flight. They're having their grand opening and ribbon cutting to celebrate the new Alexander City operations Wednesday, June the 4th, next month at Russell Medical Center, right behind at the helipad. A lot of time when I'm doing my walk out there, or I'm out there anyway, it's just something about that. That seeing that helicopter, that orange and blue helicopter, just patted down there, ready for action, and then to see it in action, either leaving or coming back, I don't know. It's just something about that I like. You know, we're talking about Sunfest, a lot of things that's going on at Sunfest, which also starts next month. We're talking about this just the other day about hitting the links, glow in the dark golf tournament. It is on, and I've done it one time. It's a lot of fun. It will be Tuesday, June 10th, starting at 5:30 at Lake Winds Golf Course. 9 holes before sunset, 9 holes glow in the dark. $45 includes entry, cart, dinner, and glow ball. Team sign up required to call the chamber. Call the chamber on this one right here. 234-3461. Do want to thank the sponsors of that. All these have different sponsors, and the chamber does a great job in going out and setting those sponsors like a year in advance. So your event sponsors for this particular event: Big B Barbecue, Ronan's Sushi and Bar, Williams Ryan LLC. So thank you so much for being a part of that. But the Sun Festival is a weekly thing. It leads right into the Jazz Fest, the 35th annual Jazz Fest, I might add, presented by Russell Lands. Thank you. Who'll be at Strand Park Friday, June 13th. Joven Webb and Jamie Paul / Leaf Shivers. That's your entertainment that night. At the AMP on Saturday night, the 14th, Randall Bramlett and the Mega Blaster Horns, along with Doc Robinson, free to the public. Both of those free to the public. Just wanted to remind you on that. But tomorrow we got Blues in the Park. Again, y'all come on out. I know Iceberg Slim, he's so proud of this. He's been a part of it, started it 9 years ago. So many great sponsors to keep this going on, because here again, this is a free event. This is another free event. A lot of times it's a love offering will be received. Anthem edition going on June the 6th at New Providence Baptist Church. Pearson Chapel Road. They'll get started at 7. And before we leave, last but not least, the last weekend of July. Yeah, I'm going out that far because we want to talk about the Lake Martin Songwriters Festival, Drake White in concert with special guests Adam Hood, old buddy Charlie Argo. We'll be right back. Town and Country Cleaners is located on Cherokee Road right next to Playhouse Cinema and Reverend Emerson Ware. And the girls say, come on by there today. We'll be open from 7 until 5. Ask about their specials. I'm talking about it's going to be special for you to look your best Memorial Day. You've had this red, white, and blue outfit that it's all wrinkled and crinkled and doesn't look good right now, and you want to look your best. It's American way. That's Town and Country Cleaners, open Monday through Friday, 7 to 5. Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park. And there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of the citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-6736.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asked you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
Come on back in here and join us with my buddy Brandon Montgomery out here, Tallapoosa County, EMS and first responders.
Yes, sir. Tallapoosa Patient First program.
Tell folks what that is, because you've been with this for a while now.
Yeah, we're at our almost every year anniversary now.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. So what that program does is it's two parts. First part is 911 response, reduced response times. The second part is we go out and do telehealth visits, assess patients for those patients who had difficulty getting to the physician's office. Basically just bring the doctor into the office and provide a physical assessment for a telehealth visit.
That's much needed.
Yeah. But we've got a lot of population that just can't get to the doctor's office, whether physically or just don't have transportation. We also deliver medications to the same patients.
Boy, that's come a long way.
Yes, sir.
As far as training, is that training or is that schooling that you have to go through, or both?
Well, it's a school. It's a year-and-a-half program. So it's a paramedic program.
Where do you go for that?
Well, Southern Union locally has, it's Opelika, paramedic program. Trenton, Montgomery, any of the paramedic programs.
What made you want to get into this line of work? Because it is work, but it's much needed. But why do you want to go this route?
I started volunteering with the fire department.
Which one?
Originally Ray Community.
Okay. Yep.
And then later on to Stillwaters, and that's where I started going into the EMS side. Just fell in love with it. I mean, I worked for the highway department prior to this, and started doing volunteering. Just fell in love with emergency medicine.
You know, you're a young person. I consider you a young person. And our volunteer fire departments, which I believe we've got 13 in Tallapoosa County, I believe somewhere in there.
That sounds pretty close.
And but there's a demand for young people as far as volunteer.
Yeah, just about every department that I know of is understaffed.
And a lot of times, it's not that person like yourself going out there to get involved in that whatever disaster that's just happened. A lot of times, it's somebody to keep it organized, keep that table set up with coffee and donuts. I mean, just you say those are little things, but those are big things.
Yeah, there's several roles, and it's like I said, it's not necessarily the ones going in to fight the fire, and the ones crawling in cars. You know, the support staff and all is very vital to fire scene operations, EMS operations. So we need volunteers for that too. So
let me ask you something. The helicopter that's at Russell Medical now,
yes, sir.
that saves lives.
Correct.
Do y'all come in contact with people like that to help them get? It's at nighttime. You've got a wreck. You're trying to guide them. Would that be part of your job, or who handles that as far as getting them to where you are?
So for us on our EMS side, if we had the need for a helicopter, we contact the Sheriff's Department and they contact them for us.
Okay. It's about communication.
The communication is key. We actually got a disaster drill training coming up next week, and that's one of the big things we work on every disaster training is communication. You
know, over the years, I've not been involved, but I've been to several mock disasters and seen how they work, because that's why when something happens, they're ready. You know, and that's you think about that training, but you got to be ready. You have to be ready every day yourself.
Every day, and it's constant training. It's every day training on something, reading new research, so it's always learning, never stopping.
A lot of online stuff you do?
I do. I read a lot of articles, trying to keep up with the most current evidence. And
does it change daily?
Pretty much. Little changes here and there, but yeah, it's constantly changing based off of what we're seeing working. And
you know, I think about you guys, you gals, and what you do. Now, your involvement with Ivy Creek, are you part of Ivy Creek, or
me personally? Yeah, I'm actually the director of emergency services for Ivy Creek. So I'm over ER, Tallapoosa Patient First, and Tallapoosa EMS.
Do you have your own vehicle for those? I mean,
No.
Okay. It seemed like I thought one of you guys had a truck that you went out.
That's our Patient First program.
Patient First.
Yes, sir.
program.
That's the truck that we use to go and respond to those emergencies.
Okay.
And to go do our telehealth visits.
Do you have to constantly go to schools to train, retrain? And is that where you go to Southern Union, or is that something you do every day?
So usually, continuing education we do either online. Schools do offer some, and or in-house. So we do a lot of in-house training.
Graduation's next week for so many seniors. Do you ever go to any of those classes and talk to them about getting involved? Because that's ones you got to start looking at.
And we have not yet. That is the plan. Charles Benton, he's working with me, and so we're trying to get into the schools and start recruiting young.
Do you have any high schoolers that volunteer
for
fire departments, or do they have to be a certain age?
A lot of departments have to be a certain age.
18, 19?
18. Most of them's 21 to drive.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be 18 to volunteer.
I think about it's still
go into a fire.
Okay, it's still passion. They got to go in there. They got to have the passion for that. They got to have really the know-how. But if you don't have the passion, that goes for anything.
Correct.
And you know that.
Correct. Now, like I said, they're 18 to go into a fire, but 16, 17, a lot of places let them come along and start getting the experience.
Like shadow? Okay. I guess, with the way that Tallapoosa County is growing and people are moving in here, you got Memorial Day weekend, so y'all got to be geared up and ready because it kind of kicks off the summer, right, for y'all?
Yes, sir. And that's when we actually kicked off the Patient First program, was Memorial Day weekend last year. But yeah, it kicks off the summer. Population drastically grows. Call volumes go up. A lot of injuries and a lot of medical calls because there's just more people here.
Right, sure. So. Snake bites. Is there anything you run into much over your career? I always like to ask that question.
I've been at Ivy Creek for about 15 years.
Golly.
I want to say I've had 5 or 6.
Really? When it's a snake bite, is it mainly a rattlesnake, copperhead, moccasin?
I'd say the most common ones are rattlesnake and water moccasin. The ones that I've seen the most of.
What is a person supposed to do rather than scream and run and holler when they get bit by a snake?
Stay calm.
It's easy for you to say.
Easy to say.
But you're right. You're right.
Lower the heart rate, the less it's going to pump around. Don't suck on the wound.
We watched too many westerns to see that happen.
There's just basically get to the hospital. If there's bleeding, control the bleeding. Rather than that, just get to the hospital. Don't tourniquet.
I've always heard if you can identify that snake too, it helps you. Does that help? Is that for the venom or?
So it's antivenom is it's a one size fits all.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Okay.
We don't need you to bring the snake.
Okay. Thank you.
If you're having a reaction to a snake bite, the antivenom is kind of one size fits all.
Spiders. Brown recluse. Would you say a brown recluse is as deadly as a?
No.
Okay.
A lot of times with that, we mostly wind up having to treat infection from the bite, not the actual bite itself.
We had Karen Treadwell on here this week with Wound Care Center, and I think you'd say the same thing. If you get wounded anytime, don't put it off, no matter what it is, because especially if it gets worse, it can be very dangerous for you.
Yes. So these wounds, if they're not treated early, like you said, they grow, they get worse, and then they become harder and harder to treat. And then we worry about them getting into the bone, and then so
I've never heard about. I've never thought about that.
Yeah. Yes, if you get a wound that's anywhere close and you get into the bone, that's a lot more difficult to treat, and a lot of times leads to amputation. So get those wounds treated fast.
Wow, and that's why we say don't put it off. Don't put it off. But also think about going back to communication. I always have to brag on our dispatchers. Man, to me, a dispatcher is not. You just say a dispatcher, but a dispatcher's got to be attentive. They got to be calm, cool, collected. They got to know how to help that person, because every call is going to be different.
Correct. That's the job I wouldn't want.
Yeah. That's a special person.
Yes. Like I said, they got to be calm. They got to be knowledgeable. They said they have to be emergency medical dispatch trained. So anytime somebody calls in, like you said, they can tell them what to do and how to do.
Golly, let me tell you something.
I couldn't do it.
Well, let me tell you something. Thank you for what you do, and I hope it's a pleasant Memorial Day weekend for you, and not a busy one.
Hopefully so.
Thank you for what you do for so
Yes,
many
sir.
folks. Thank y'all for being with us today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The Salvation Army is located on US 280. It's been down there for quite a while now. It's a big old building, packed full of pots and pans, furniture, glassware, lamps. You got this old room. It's just dark. You got a lot of light in there, but you need for it to have a little ambiance. Wouldn't a nice lamp look nice in there with it just being on when you walked in? It'd have that nice ambiance. I just love to say that word. Go by and see them today. Salvation Army, Highway 280.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU-SCC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
At High Point Insurance Group, we're here for all of life's milestones.
Like when you finally step into your dream home.
And when you drive off in that dream car, we've got you covered.
Or when you hit the water with your new boat.
We're by your side.
High Point Insurance Group.
Protecting you through all of life's high points.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
At Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air, your comfort is our priority. As we gear up for yet another season of unpredictable Alabama weather, we are encouraging all of our customers to ensure their safety and comfort with the installation of a whole home generator. Don't be left in the dark. Generators provide power quickly during an outage, ensuring your home's essential appliances are running efficiently. If whole home comfort and peace of mind is what you're looking for, look no further than Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air for the installation of your new generator.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats. There's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
Alana's Place is located, and it's a new location, Marshall Street here in Alexander City, across from Strand Park. Let's talk breakfast because they have a good breakfast. If you've never tried a grilled cheese sandwich there. Also, 2 eggs, grits or gravy, biscuit, toast, sausage, egg, biscuit, and gravy, buttered biscuits, and golly, I'm just looking. Egg and cheese. Try it. You go by and you're going to love their breakfast. You're going to love their lunch. Open 7 until 2. I get talking about breakfast, and I stutter even more. We're going to Texas. We're going to let you see what Texas versus Missouri looks like with Molly and James for your entertainment.
I was fixing to walk into this bar and grab a beer and mind my own.
I was fixing to finish my glass of wine, pay my tab, and head on home.
Was fixing to go through this all alone.
I was fixing to go through this all alone.
Then the pain in my eyes caught the pain in yours, and I knew, even though we never met before, we were fixing to clear as day. You were going through, but I'm going through my hell tonight. It's like heaven sent and the stars align in the form of a neon sign in that smoky room. My broken heart's like yours.
It needs fixing too.
Well, I was fixing to sit here all dang night and stare at pictures on my phone.
Ooh, I was fixing to probably call him up, even though I said I won't.
Looks like we ain't gotta do all them things we don't wanna do. And the pain in my eyes caught the pain in yours, and I knew, even though we never met before, we were fixing to
clear as day. You were going through,
but I'm going through in my hell tonight. It's like heaven sent and the stars align in the form of a neon sign in that smoky room. My broken heart's like yours. It's fixing to. I was fixing to buy her a ring.
I was fixing to plan our wedding.
I'd ask you what you think, but it's the same as me, I'm guessing. And the pain in my eyes caught the pain in yours, and I knew, even though we never met before, we were fixing to
clear as day. You were going through,
yeah, what I'm going through in my hell tonight.
I like that couple right there. They're not married or anything, but I like their singing together. We're going to do one more tune for you, if you don't mind, with Kimberly Burke.
He buys me roses just because, not just because of what he's done. He makes a list on his own of things I'd like to have for fun. He knows all my favorite songs and he tries to sing along, and it doesn't matter if he can carry a tune. So I don't understand how you can ask why he's the man I'm with instead of you. He doesn't leave me home alone, he likes to be alone with me. He doesn't need to hide his phone, there's nothing on it I can't see. And I wake up every day to him leaning in to say, baby, I love you, I can't wait to see you tonight. So don't be hating on him when you got it wrong and all he did was get it right. So you can throw some shade on me, but you better leave him be. You know in your heart he's not the reason. You and I'll get back together when the devil needs a sweater, 'cause hell will be freezing. I never knew love could feel this way. But now that I do, there's nothing to say. But he buys me roses just because, not just because of what he's done. He makes a list on his own of things I'd like to have for fun. He knows all my favorite songs and he tries to sing along, and it doesn't matter if he can carry a tune. So I don't understand how you can ask why he's the man I'm with instead of you. So you can throw some shade on me, but you better leave him be. You know in your heart you're the reason. You and I'll get back together when the devil needs a sweater. You and I'll get back together when the devil needs a sweater. 'Cause hell will be freezing.
And thank you there, Miss Burke. We appreciate you being with us today. She's out here a little bit early, so we just go bring her on out here right now, Miss Jessica Sanford. We got a lot going on at the city of Alexander City. Good morning.
Good morning. Excited to be here.
I know this does have something to do with you. 63 South being closed right now.
Yes. Yes.
What kind of questions have been thrown at y'all? Have you been bombarded?
Well, I would say to a degree,
Okay.
yes. People have been, it's inconvenient to have to be detoured or rerouted from what your normal route is. And especially with Memorial Day coming up.
Oh, I know.
And all the lake traffic coming into
Y'all
town.
ain't seen nothing yet.
Yes. Oh, I know. It's been, and it's the State Department of Transportation.
Right,
so
yeah.
DOT is completely in charge of deciding what that detour route is. They establish those guidelines, and, from a city standpoint, we support what they have
Sure.
deemed the best route.
Sure.
So,
Didn't have a whole lot of choice.
we didn't. It was kind of just like
was Wind
this
Creek.
is when it's going to be closing, and here's the route that people need to take to get to 63. So
Just be careful. That's the only thing we can say. And we'll be right back. Coons Corner, let me tell you what's the truth. They have got a special going on at Coons Corner. I've been wanting to tell you about it all week long. Smoking Hot Friday on the menu today. That's smoked brisket sandwiches and smoked pulled pork sandwiches, along with smoked fresh. That was last night. But go by and check them out today at Coons Corner Deli, Hillary Street, Alexander City.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance now has the Cancer Answer. Our plans cover radiation and chemo treatments, surgery benefits, skin cancer. 30 specified diseases are covered. Our plan also has a return of premium benefit if not used. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
And obituaries are brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Graveside service from old buddy Alfred Eugene Mahan, 73 of Alexander City, will be today at 3 o'clock at Rocky Creek Baptist Church. The family will also receive friends today from 1:30 to 2:30 at Radney, and Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. To the Mahan family and to other families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA, and we'll be right back.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance is now offering medical insurance. We offer $5 million lifetime maximum per policy. You can customize a plan to fit your healthcare and budget needs. Use any doctor or hospital of your choice. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family-driven.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times, and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Say hello to Zaxby's Southern Fried Shrimp. You can shrimp it on a salad, shrimp it with fingers, or shrimp it in buffalo sauce. At Zaxby's, there's no wrong way to shrimp. Who's got the sauce? Zaxby's.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, with 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs, with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Merle Norman Cosmetics is located in downtown Alexander City. It's been there for decades. There are now, Vicky and Robin are sisters. They own Merle Norman Cosmetics, and been out in California 90 plus years. It's a great product. But now you got two girls that really know it. And here again, Miss Walker, I am not knocking you one bit. I'm just saying it's a change. It's in the square. It's got that big old plate glass window that's just shining with beauty, with the beauty product in there. Then you walk in there and it's got that warm feeling with a couch or a chair in there. Go by and see for yourself at Merle Norman Cosmetics inside the square on Calhoun Street, downtown Alexander City. Speaking of a beauty, she's out here with us this morning, Jessica Sanford with us. We discussing a few things that ain't none of y'all's business.
That's right. That's right. Let us just carry on.
You're always a neat a person to sit down with just to have a laugh, because most time you and I are on the same page.
We are.
Because I guess because you have children, you have boys that are grandchildren's age.
Yeah.
I went over to see WWM yesterday. Now, sometimes in the afternoon, he's just a bull in China camp, and he's a little boy. He's all over the place. And his sister's so sweet. Well, it was opposite yesterday. She wasn't having nothing, but then she started smiling like an evil smile.
Yeah, she's up to something.
Oh, my goodness alive. She's something. But them being different, it's great. There's a lot going on at the city right now.
There is a lot going on. And one of the things that I did want to make people aware of, to share, starting Monday. So yesterday, Thursday, we sent out a press release just letting residents know that we are going to be, our electric department's going to be switching out meters to electric meters. So AMI meters is what they're called. The city's electric department with the contractor is going to come in, and they're going to essentially, instead of having a meter reader come to your home and actually read your electric usage or your electricity.
Doesn't have anything to do with water.
No, this is just electric, because we have several different utilities.
Right.
You have water, you have sewer, you have power, which is your electricity. Anyway, they're changing these over, and this is going to be more efficient because it's going to send your electricity use, that data in real time, directly back to City Hall.
Wow, congratulations.
So it's going to be more efficient. There's not going to be a meter reader's not going to have to come to your home to read your electric meter.
Wow.
So
staying ahead of the game is what y'all doing.
Yes, and we really are. We have meter readers. They go door to door right now, and they'll still do that for gas and water. That's still going to be how they read those meters, with maybe hopes down the road for some of those other utilities to come online as this electric read. But just making people aware of it, because they're going to be starting, and this all had to do with sort of how the billing cycles landed, is how they decided to start this process. And it's been in the works. This has been a project that's taken a lot of work on the front end, on the back end. But so districts 1 and 2 primarily are where they're going to be starting. So that's from Laurel Street, A, C, F, D, all the way IS, over Jefferson Street, Adams Court, Mallory Circle, Booker Street. So primarily in districts 1 and 2, that area of town, sort of would you say that's the northeast, the central?
I'm not good.
I'm not good at that either. I don't know why I'm trying to say north and south.
So do you do that then when you do it by districts?
Yes. Well, they'll go. So right now it's how the meter readers, they read the meters, like obviously in one area and then one area. Yeah. And so once they bill for a cycle, they'll start the next one. So this, and we're going to have all the streets, if you're curious, they're going to be online. You can go to our website and click and see exactly which streets we're working on initially. just doing this list of streets right here, which is, probably 30 streets, will take 3 to 4 weeks. So
Then
it's going to be
how...
several months to do the whole, Alexander City proper.
But doing it by those 2 districts, that way you can, after it's been worked on, or after you've done it for a while, you can kind of look back and see maybe if it's a glitch in there, if it needs to be fine-tuned.
And you'll know that they've been to your house. If, say you're not at home during the day, you're at work, like, a lot of people aren't there during the day. They're going to leave a little door hanger that says, we've been here. If you are at home when the contractors come to change that meter over, there will be a tiny little blip in your power as they change it over, but nothing significant. You shouldn't be your service shouldn't have been interrupted more than a blink.
Let me say something about y'all's service.
Okay.
Y'all have been really, really good about letting us know. On Washington Street, Ridgeway, you expect to have some power outages for it was several days, but you let us know.
Right.
Now, if people do any kind of reading, they listen to radio, they watch the show, you've got that, or you go online, you've got that information, so there shouldn't be any surprises. Right. So I think I may be wrong, but I'm seeing better communication with our city.
I hope so. I hope that.
Can we thank you for that?
No, I hope that is going to be the trend that we, coming into the city and learning the different departments and understanding sort of how it operates. I've kind of had to get my feet under me a little bit just to understand how everything works. And now that I've got sort of a handle on that, and I guess identifying the best ways to communicate these things out to the public. But yeah, we are trying to be more efficient in saying, okay, we're going to be moving power lines underground in this area. Know that this is going to be going on for the next 10 days, or Elkahatchee Road's going to be closed or a lane reduced for X amount of days. Those are things that people want to know. They don't want to turn onto Elkahatchee Road and go, wow, wait a minute, I didn't know anything about this. So looking at the ways to communicate that, making sure that we're out here and letting you know so that you can help spread the word for us is it's important. People want to know these things.
Well, communication's everything.
It really is.
And especially in our area, the way we're growing, and it's sometimes growth is tough. It can be rough on you, but the 63 South, I know there's a lot of folks that are upset about that. It's for a good cause. The DOT, the state doesn't just do something just to do something, no matter what you say. Our city, when you see 4 or 5 guys working somewhere, you don't get on their case. One of them's not doing anything. Tell me if I'm wrong. There's just about every department has to be there. The gas, the sewage, the water. They have to be there. Maybe they're not doing anything, but if something does come open, it's their department. They're there. And the other guys, they don't know anything about that other department. That's why you see them.
Yeah. So it is.
I want to say
true.
that.
Yeah, it is. And speaking of departments and sort of shifting gears, next week, starting Monday, is Public Works Week.
Wow.
So we'll be putting out some information so that people have a better understanding of what that department is. Public Works is not utilities. So there's some confusion on that. Public Works is its own department, and it is the litter crew. It is the people cutting the grass. It is road paving. It is recycling. There's so many things that Public Works is, and so many different people that work in that department. And I'm hoping brush pickup, trash pickup, that's your Public Works. And so be looking at our social media next week, because we're going to be sharing so that people know and understand exactly what that department does. And that's one of the things I hope throughout the next year I can feature all these departments so people really have an understanding of who to reach out to when you need this particular thing. Because your trash. If your trash isn't picked up, you need to know who to call. You need to know who to get in touch with.
I always call Marty Kennedy.
Yeah, it is Marty, but I'm just saying, and people don't know. And
I can call you, but I like to harass him.
Right, no, Marty likes to be harassed. But I'm gonna hopefully be able to shed some light on the different departments within the city and explain what they do, and that way people are just better informed.
Well, and I think it's at a good time because the city is, again, it's growing, and I guess I also think about the new people that are moving in here.
Yeah,
they're like so many of us that they don't know who to contact.
They don't. Yeah.
So to be better informed, it makes us. I think it makes us a better city. to me, I use this word a lot, tourism. It's part of, y'all are a huge part of tourism.
Oh, we partner. Sandra Fuller, you know, she calls and needs something, and we are happy to partner and help. And I think that that's a really important, this conversation came up this week, and I think that if you want to be a city that's moving forward and is progressive, you got to be really aligned with the partners in your community, such as tourism, chamber, all of it.
You got to have the right people in the right place. We'll be right back. Doc's Cafe. Well, they were closed yesterday. We had a talent contest over there. Not a talent contest. It was Hospital Week that's wrapping up this week. But Doc's Cafe is open today and for lunch day. Brisket sandwich, and I can guarantee you that my buddy he'll just slowly cook it. I'm talking about Willie. Or you got chicken pot pie, wild rice, sugar snap peas, black-eyed peas, tater tots, and your soup of the day is chicken and wild rice. That's at Doc's Cafe.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham. We have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. Find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Integrated Massage of Alexander City is located at 119 Madison Street behind the old Chamber of Commerce. Destiny Goble is the owner, says come on out for outcome-based treatment plans, pain relief, focused areas, relaxation, cupping therapy, hot stones. Remember, rewind, reset, recover. Make an appointment today at Integrative Massage of Alexander City, 256-252-7644. Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Well, right now the temperature is 73. It's going up to 89, and I'm gonna tell you it's no rain, but you know that we're in that time of the year that something could pop up. But tonight, another pleasant night, 72, pretty warm, no chance of rain. And tomorrow for Blues in the Park, chances of rain very slight, 87 and 68. Picks up to about a 40% chance of rain on Sunday, 85 and 68. No rain really Monday or Tuesday. Upper 80s, low 70s for your low at nighttime. Wednesday, about a 50-50 shot, 82 and 61. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by our friends at Top Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. I think that's the first time I've ever really scared a guest out here, but I saw her in the corner.
I did flinch. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see that excitement for Top Gun.
My goodness alive. Jessica Sanford with us out here, always having a good time. If you've ever watched this show, you know that when I did the evening show that I had to be gone one time, and I turned it over to you and Lacey and
Deidre.
Deidre.
Yeah.
Love Deidre at the Cancer Center.
Yes.
And I had to hurry up and get back because if I'd been gone about one more day, I wasn't going to have a show. They did.
That was going to be it for you.
That was a great time.
We did have fun. That was fun. We were grateful that you let us do that.
You know, the things that you've done over the years working at different areas of Alexander City has prepared you, to me, that's just my own opinion, of where you are right now.
Absolutely. I would agree with that 100%. The city is actually working right now on a strategic plan, a 5-year strategic plan. So the comprehensive plan was passed and finalized, and that's sort of the view from 10,000 feet. Here are the things we know for a city we want. And the strategic plan is more like drilling down and saying, okay, these are our action items. These are our measurable steps that we're going to take to meet these goals. And when I sat down with the guys that came into town to they were part of the comprehensive plan, but when I sat down with them and they're like, okay, tell us what your role is for the city, and then let's figure and what you've done to get to where you are. And he was like, wow, okay, so the hospital, I worked there for 6 years and I loved it. That we have a great hospital. Jim Peace does a great job. One of my, I loved working there for them. The school system, and now being with the city, like here are the areas of your city that really matter if you want people to come and be a part and make it their home. And that's what we have for people to do. So
yeah, and all those areas you worked in, every one of them spelled tourism.
Yeah,
I mean, it
really did.
And then being where you are now, and to have a plan, and especially businesses that come in here, they want to hear what your plan is. Tell me what you're gonna do for me.
Right. Yeah. If you're thinking of opening a business here, they want to know. They want to know what the city's future looks like, and what we're hoping to do to make our future brighter.
When you tell folks, let's take out Lake Martin.
Okay.
We don't have a Lake Martin. What do you tell folks that we have?
What do we have in Alex City when we don't have the lake? I think we have a bustling little downtown with lots of unique shopping. And we have
that we'd love to see grow.
We would love to see it grow, and we want. I mean, we do have the lake, but we want people to come down 280 and turn into town.
Yeah.
We do want that. We want people to come into Alexander City and into downtown and shop and see that area grow.
We got 2 hotels coming up.
We do. We did. The one behind Chick-fil-A is just it is going up.
It really is. It was a slow go. Now, my understanding, you know better than I, but my understanding, it should be finished about August, which is right around the corner, and the new La Quinta Inn next to Publix will be finished about the same time. I think when that site's already ready, all they got to go do is just go in like what's happening at the one behind Chick-fil-A. Yes. Golly, it's neat to see it go up.
You think like, wow, do we have, is there this need? But our hotels stay very much occupied with people coming into town for events and for construction and work and passing through. So there's a definite need there, and I'm excited to see that happening.
I think about our Alex City Parks and Rec that have had tournaments. There's fishing tournaments. There's other tournaments. I think with our high school now that we'll have a track team, a place to have, and those bring in a lot of folks for all those events I just mentioned.
They really
but
do.
When you got places to stay, now all of a sudden, you bring in an extra softball team or an extra all-star game for baseball, t-ball, whatever. Now you got a place to house them.
Right.
And it still won't be enough.
Yeah, it won't be. And that's
good problem.
That is a good problem to have. But I mean, identifying those areas that you need growth and then putting the resources behind it to make it happen. Partnering with the chamber to say, hey, this is what, we've identified the strategic plan through surveys and feedback and public outreach and knowing like, okay, here's what we have, here's the resources we have, how can we partner and make something come to fruition? So we're excited to be a part, starting that process.
Now, I know I've asked you this before, I'm going to ask you again. The guest house behind the City Hall, that's do y'all rent that out to folks, or how is that used?
We do rent it out. A lot of times it's used for, just recently, the high school fishing tournament.
Okay, yeah.
So they all the directors and people that were part of putting that on. We use it a lot of times for economic development tool. Like if Denise has somebody coming into town to look at a site and they need a place to stay, we put them up at the guest house. If we have people coming into town to work for the water department, maybe they're doing something down at Sugar Creek. I don't know. All right. They stay. We use that as a resource to have people, here's your place to stay. We want to show you Alex City. It is rented occasionally for events. This weekend it's rented for a graduation party for the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it is rented. It's
a great location.
It is good, yeah.
Can we talk about the airport? Because I know it's growing. I see some big old jets fly in and out.
All day long.
And there's been, is a fire department going on? I see a red. Is that the fire department?
Yes, over towards the airport, we're going to have a third station.
Yeah.
We have and excited about that. So we'll have a third fire station. That'll be Station 3. One's downtown and 2 is
on 280.
On 280 out towards the River Bridge, and this one will be there. We've got a new fire truck that they've got coming, and it'll be
for that one for Station 3. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be exciting when they get that one in.
Will that be this year? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
It's been a process.
Yeah,
I think
it's
been a process. I have found that in city, municipal government, things are a little slower getting done. But yeah, it's in the works, and it'll be here, and it's really going to be exciting to see what it looks like because it's a unique fire truck.
Well,
it's colorway.
Really? Wow! I just can't wait to see that.
I'll say this: it's a little bit of a wildcat.
Okay. Oh, really?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm loving that. So
I don't want to spoil it.
So you did learn something out here on the show today that we'll use next time she's on in June. Happy Memorial Day to you,
Thank
too.
You.
Thank y'all for being with us. Miss Carly Hope with us up next. Forbes Auto Sales, I talked to Mr. Forbes yesterday. I said, hey, I need to get Ellen's vehicle by, but I'm going to have to leave it probably a day because they're going to have to order tires for us. I'm going to drop it off next week. I know I've been talking about it for a while, but it's finally fixing to happen. Let it happen with you today. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret, an affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Alexander City, Alabama, it's that time of year again, and I hope you're ready. It's the 9th annual Blues in the Park, Saturday, May the 17th at Strand Park, Park Place, Alexander City, Alabama. And performing live is Pastor Derek the Changeman Smith, Joe D and Band, T-Man, Gwinnevette, Miss Poochie, Honey Girl and J Fly Barber, SSK with TT Baker, Janelle the Sexy Diva of Southern Soul, Wasted Time, Bad News, Taiwan, and many, many more. Tents and coolers welcome, no grill. Tent set up 10 a.m. Showtime at 2 p.m. And sponsors, if you want to be a part of this good event, call 256-496-1958 or 256-794-5361. It's the official 9th annual Blues in the Park, Saturday, May the 17th. Come in peace and leave in peace, and don't miss this event.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state, and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Friday on the green is tonight. I'm talking about my old buddy Jonathan Bloom will be playing there at Russell Crossroads, 6:30 to 8:30. Folks, this could be a great night. It's free, and this guy has been around. He has traveled the Southeast entertaining folks from New Orleans to Russell Crossroads. So if you're looking for some good, free, really, really good entertainment, we'll see you tonight at Russell Crossroads for Friday on the green. Me and this girl just been out here chatting away, and I'm going to let her do some more chatting. It's been a while since she's been out here chatting. Corley Hope with us this morning.
I'm picking up your random stuff. I'm like, that's really pretty.
Captain Brooks gave me that. He's with the Water Patrol. He's a chief on Lake Martin, so he gave that to me.
That's really nice.
It was on yesterday's show, so I'm not taking it home yet. You're a big part of seniors as well as young folks. I'm talking about from driving a bus occasionally, or sometimes a lot, to working with our seasoned folks,
yes,
and now with the water aerobics fixing to kick in.
I know.
Which is very important.
It is, and I love the water because it is an equalizer.
Uh-huh.
And I mean,
tell folks what you mean when you say equalizer for health.
Well, for me in particular, that it kind of covers swimming lessons, and then people who may not have their mobility, and anybody else. There's different levels that you can work on in the water for strength and mobility, and so that's why I love our pool, our city pool.
Oh yeah.
It's such a great asset to our community. I agree with you. I really, love. I've worked at a lot of pools, and this one in particular, you can have so many other things going on, and I think that's a great thing to have in our community, and it's outdoors, so we have to utilize it.
Water aerobics. Tell me what you're talking about when you're talking about water aerobics and when's it start?
Well, our community water aerobics program is covered from those that are 18 and up.
I'd fit there.
Yes, and sometimes I'll have a parent or a grandparent that'll ask me about an age of their child, and I just kind of judge, especially like their height. At least if they're 3 feet, yes, we'll give it a go. But Megan Blake is over our pool.
Okay.
And so I'm just the instructor for water aerobics.
Tell me when that starts and how it starts and how long it starts and what's the cost.
Well, always know it'll definitely be going on in June and July.
Okay.
So always you can, if you miss the registration, which that's the 27th, 28th, and 29th of May. 9 to 1 at the pool. So you go to the pool, and when people ask me, I think we need just to have a big old sign somewhere about the pool, because when people ask me where the pool's at, they don't really know, especially if they've just moved to the area. So signage is, I just say behind Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Taco Bell and Chick-fil-A, you can't miss it.
You're right. Municipal Complex, it's right off 280. It sits back there. If you know anything about, if you've been involved in anything with soccer, you know exactly where it is. It's used a lot, but it's ready. So classes are every day, or not every day? Not
every day. They're primarily Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. I set aside Fridays for makeup days.
I don't see that one. Okay.
Hey, we've had a marriage to take place.
Really?
This past year.
Wow! Congratulations.
Maybe another one.
Congratulations.
I know.
Yeah, I love it.
A lot of people die. I hate to say that, but to have a marriage and a wedding, a full-blown wedding, that was exciting.
It was.
So, off the subject, so there can be love connections too. Doug and Betty French, they met at water aerobics.
Really?
When Kara was over the program at the Parks and Rec.
Miss Kara Tidwell.
Yes.
Good morning, you, Kara, if you happen to be up.
Yes.
So what's the cost?
Cost is $35.
Okay,
for June and July.
For 2 months?
For 2 months.
Wow.
You can do the 8 o'clock class or the 12 o'clock class, or both. I have some that do both.
So how long is a class?
45 minutes.
Okay.
45 minutes. But I'm so excited because in July I get to add a 5:15 p.m. class, because I do a community land exercise class about that time.
Community, what's that?
Fitness,
Okay.
That's an exercise class I do for people who work still. But so they're going to come do water aerobics with me this summer in July.
Let me just say this about water, because I'm very interested in this. I'm gonna
You say that every year.
I know, but I really am this year, because I'm gonna look at the times. I'm gonna look and see when it will fit, because
since you walk that way.
Well, I know. I'd love to include that with that, because I'm a big believer in exercising in the water for 45 minutes. Let me tell you something, folks. That can be a heck of a
well, the resistance, and it can just be your own body. Balance. I mean, it's wonderful. Now, more balance, you want to be in the shallow side, because as you're going, like I have a lot of people who have hip replacements or back issues, so I tell them they need to be more in the shallow end. They don't listen to me though, but that's how it is.
Okay.
So they'll go in the deeper side, so you're a little bit more loose. And
I've just learned something.
You're not as stabilized as you are in the shallower end.
Okay, I just learned
so,
something.
And that's the great thing about our pool, because you can go from one end and stay 3 feet, all the way to the end, to the deep end, because it gets deep width-wise,
right?
Not necessarily lengthwise.
I guess I didn't think about that with balance, because I'm as I get older and I think about it. I even think about my walking. I think about standing up. I think about balance. So that's why I'm very interested in this. And I know, because one reason I started taking going to the pool years ago is just because I want to keep my balance. And I know as I get older, it's just gonna happen.
Well, that's your land. You're doing that. And but you need to stay shallow.
Okay, yeah, but I didn't.
So you can have stabilization.
Yeah.
Or we could put ankle weights on you. By golly.
Well,
and Mr. Lawrence, he don't come to water aerobics, but I said, Mr. Lawrence, if you did, I put ankle weights on you, hold you down. Because Gwen Coley, when she was coming a lot, she's so thin and lightweight. Yeah. I would put ankle weights on her to give her stability.
I'll be darned.
I sure would, because she just float away.
Every now and then I'll see somebody walking with weights. Are you a big fan of that? What's that for? Is that for upper body?
Yeah, that's just adding extra weight.
For somebody like me, what weight would you consider? Or would somebody like me?
I mean, easily 3 pounds for sure.
Okay. Would 5 be too much? Okay, all right.
Well, you do more distance.
Okay, yeah.
So
most of the time
if you're doing 5 pounds, shorter distance with your walks,
all right,
and then do more stabilizing movements with your arms. You would stop in place and do chest press.
Really?
Keep walking.
Really?
If you don't have time for your long weight, the added extra weight is just giving you a little bit more, calorie burn.
2 mile, 35. Go just about be that every time. It's not near as powerful as it used to be, but I'm out there.
But it's
every day.
When you're doing that that touchdown, I mean that promotes growth in your bones. So you need that too. And adding those extra weights in, that's building your muscle up.
Okay.
You got to cushion everything in case you start falling.
Well, believe me, like I say, going back to going to the pool, it was because of balance several years ago.
So there's 48 classes. You can do 48 classes this summer, June and July, for $35.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the extra class, which is the 5:15, I'm calling it. There's only 8 of those classes, so it's $20. So if you're doing the 8 o'clock or the 12 p.m. Class, that's $35. If you want to do the 5:15 as well, that's $15. I mean, that's $20.
Okay.
But if you just do July 5:15, it's just $20.
See, what you're doing now is hitting there. You're not giving anybody a chance to say, I don't have time. Well,
we try.
What time you looking for? What time you looking for?
Yeah.
Well, you got all this
We
right.
try to give them options, because I do have people that'll drive to the Dayville indoor pool, because I only see certain people during the summer. It's the only time I see them. And then I have some that are driving to Opelika.
Really?
To the pool.
Wow. We've got this really nice pool right here in Alexander City. Again, the location. It's right behind the municipal complex. It's right where the soccer fields are. So if you're a parent or grandparent, you know exactly where we're talking about. Then it's right behind Chick-fil-A and Taco Bell and all those places to eat, and while you're there, get your vehicle cleaned up at tidal waves.
And we do have limited equipment, so I always just put it out there, first come, first serve. And then I usually assess the class and the participants, and I break up the routine however to suit the need for everybody to have a chance to use the equipment too. So you might be on the peanut butter team.
Peanut butter team?
I've been doing it for about 20 years, so
let me ask
you just kind of start making up stuff.
Let me ask you something about peanut butter, because a lot of times, especially after I walk, sometimes I'm a little weak. I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat so a lot of times I'll eat peanut butter and put honey on it. Is that
Yes, that's what my son does.
Okay, is that pretty good?
Yeah, but he gets his honey from my dad.
Yeah,
my dad has honeybees.
Really? Yeah, I do the local.
Yeah,
I love just sprinkling on that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's your little filler right there. We'll be right back. The Mitchell House is located in downtown Dadeville. Now, next Wednesday, the 21st, the Mitchell House will be the home of the Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce quarterly luncheon at noon. Now, I hate to miss it, but I'll be volunteering over at Dr. Edwards from 12 to 4. But y'all can put that on your things to do. Now, I want you to get in touch with Miss Vivian Autry today about having an event at the Mitchell House. Been there since 1835. Go to mitchellhouseevents.com for more information.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton, clearing and grading.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dayton. 256-825-4827.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We're your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
You know, sometimes having guests out here, they look around the set and say, you need to change that right there. Well, you know what? They're right. I look at it every day, but I don't look at it every day. Corley Hope just looked around and said, Kenny, you need to do something about that wreath right there. I love her honesty, but I love.
That's terrible.
But I love where you're going. So
behind John Wayne is a wreath.
Yeah.
So fact, I know that there's some ladies.
I think John Wayne got a part of the wreath sticking in his ear
out there,
right there
that can make wreaths. Like Maddie Howard. I know you make wreaths, girl. Y'all need to do something for him.
Yeah, so if you're a wreath...
Pam Langford, she makes them.
Thank you. If you're a wreath maker, you're right, because it would add to it. In fact, I don't have anything. In fact, I'm a part of the Salvation Army as far as promoting them.
Boy, they might have something.
And it's kind of, I need to change that out. We kind of need to do that around November and December when we're promoting that.
Yeah, we need some seasonal update.
Yeah, the American flag will always be out here.
Yes.
But we do need a change.
Maybe a cushion and a chair.
I'm always about change. It's funny you
There's some ladies out there that can help you.
So if you're a wreath maker, and if we get more than one, we'll put yours up and then hold on and we'll change it up. So I'm anxious to see what this is going to bring to the front porch. It's all left up to you. In our den, we just had some 2 couches that we got from Tina and Will that were covered, and they look really, really nice.
So they got new ones?
They got new ones. We got their old ones, but the ones we had, they've been needing to go.
Yeah.
Well, they take up a big part of the room. Well, Ellen is not about change. My wife doesn't like change.
Only her flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way I do stuff.
Yeah. But I love change. Well, we've had these 2 chairs and a table that's been sitting in this, next to this plate glass window for 20, 30 years. Well, she said, let's change them. I said, I'm all in. I love it. But then leave it to a lady. We make this change, and it just completely makes the den. It's a big old sunken den with brick floors where my fireplace is.
Sometimes when you're going through certain things, you know, it kind of gives you a perspective. And if you're wanting to really look positive for the future, sometimes you have to look at your surrounding and be like, I need to lighten this. You know, I want to.
Maybe it was Ellen's.
Yeah, it could be. You know, I had different things that I kind of, gravitated towards. So for her, it might be because she's having to look at stuff like that.
Yeah.
And not able, it was hard for me not to be outside a lot when I was going through all my stuff. But for her, it could be the very same thing. And a refresher and just a positive, just keeping everything positive and that joy and that excitement that, it may be their used couch, but it's something fun for us to.
It's the little things. I say it all the time. So it's again, if you're a wreath maker, we're looking for a wreath. And Willie, I tell you what, John, John Wayne from Iowa, we may move him over here where Salvation Army.
He could take a break for at least the summer.
Yeah. You need a break anyway. But you're right. I love that idea. I want to talk about the active 50-plus Hilltop players.
Yeah, that's the Hilltop.
Over in Sportplex. It's used a lot. I'm over there a lot.
Yes.
I park over there a lot during T-ball season too.
I know. And I said, the way people park, I'm like, good luck. I was like, if someone hits your car going up or coming down,
yeah,
I'm
you're
sorry.
Right. I always park over in I take the last parking spot on the very back of where y'all's parking lot, where the real parking lot is.
Yes, and that's fine. That's one of my favorite seasons, because when I start hearing people ding, 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 they're at the batting cages. I love it. But yeah, it can be scary getting down.
Oh yeah. I'm like
the driveway
you, where you go in and out. I've seen them. In fact, I've had to back up to let somebody else in. You all just use the parking place itself, because most time y'all are not there.
Right. It's a lot easier to park. And then,
thank you.
It just is.
Thank you. So what do y'all do at the 50-plus? What is that all?
There's a little bit over maybe 14 different programs.
Wow.
So, and that's a lot of things that when people are moving to the area, sometimes they're bringing their loved ones that are retired, and they're moving. They want to be closer to their kids, and so it's important to utilize those programs in our community, because the Russell, they're building the homes back behind there. So I've had a couple of those people come over, and I've talked to them, and so they're excited about finding some people, because it can be lonely when your kids are at work. It's the reversal. So your kids are at work and you're kind of at home, and you've moved down here, and you really need to find a group, because even if they don't find something that they want to stay with at the activity center, they're going to connect with other people who do stuff that in our community.
And my understanding, those cottages you're talking about right behind Russell Medical, that's really a part of the Sportplex now. There will be a golf park.
I think they're working on that. I think that's a phase that they're working on.
Go right back there to it. If they're able to still walk.
Because the lady's mom didn't have a vehicle, and I was like, well, maybe they'll have a golf cart, and she could.
I think that's going to be.
Of course, I'm like, you could be illegal and drive across, the road just a smidge and.
But then if you stay off El Cache Road,
that's a scary place.
It's going to be a mess right now.
It is.
If you can get a golf cart and not have to go anywhere out there and come right to it, it's going to be really sweet.
Yes, that's a great project for Leadership Lake Martin to work on.
You know what? That's a great. You got great ideas.
Yes.
Wreath makers. Really, I'm serious about all this.
Oh, we just hang out with the wise.
So this is just 50-plus. That hits a large area, a large group for you.
Yes, because I do have a lady that's 45. Well, she's a little bit younger, but she is on disability because she had like a head injury from work. So she is bringing her mother.
Wow.
Her mother was so mad at her for bringing her. But once she got there, she realized she did know some people, and she said, it made me feel better. And I'm like, wow.
We don't want you to sit at home and be lonely. We want you to get out and be active. We'll be right back. Lake Martin Garden Shop, where good things grow. Well, let me tell you what, they're open today. It being Friday, they're open from 9 to 5. Now, tomorrow, they'll be open from 9 to 4, and they are closed now on Sundays. But don't wait till Sunday. Go ahead and go today. If you're looking for plants, you're looking for flowers. I'm talking about quality plants and flowers. You're looking for Lake Martin Garden Shop, Highway 63 South, right past the Wind Creek State Park cutoff.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take to the road in a rugged new Colorado. The midsize Chevy truck as low as $429 a month. Or plug into the future with the innovative Chevy Equinox EV. Lease yours today for just $199 a month. That is correct. Just $199 a month. People are coming from all over the USA to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne's Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number.
Cloud 9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes, including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Hey, we're Kevin and Courtney Hall. I'm a lifelong member of First Baptist Dadeville. My wife joined me after we got married. We really enjoy First Baptist because it is a biblical congregation. And very community-minded. Come join us.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
It is always a pleasure. I'm just talking about a hidden treasure right here. Courtney, thank you so much.
I
mean that. You bring so much, not just energy, you bring so much the ideas. You work with our senior, our loved senior citizens, and
yes,
just a lot going on. If you're like you said, if you're new to our area, we want you to get involved.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be home alone and lonely.
Right, because even if you're not a quilter, there's someone in the group that might be doing other stuff that you're into, like knitting or volunteering at certain areas. And if you're not a rook player, just sit down for a little bit and start chit-chatting. I know, because we'll tell you, or they will. They'll tell you, which doctors and all this stuff. Yeah. So it's a great plug for people who don't have a regular doctor and looking for certain things or interests that they're involved with.
It's a great information place. Thank you for coming.
Yes, we'll try to solve your problems.
Thank y'all for being with us this Friday. Hope it's a great weekend. We'll see you back out here Monday.